Okay, so we are back with another trade recap, second one ever, and I'm just gonna kind of go over the trade that I took this morning. Is actually the exact same model that we used yesterday morning to make $667. Today we made $683. Almost an identical trade, identical entry, almost as well. So we're looking at the daily again here to start things off, kind of get an overall bias. I am very bearish on today. Today's open, I was very bearish. We have these lows down here if we look to our left, marking those out. I want to see us come take those lows out today. So bearish going into the day, scaling down to the 4 hour. Let's take a look here. Yesterday, what we wanted to do is we wanted to see this 4 hour bearish fair value gap get tapped into, which we did. And today, I mean, scaling more and more down into the time, I just noticed that we had this 30-minute fair value gap right here. That price had already visited throughout London and Asian session. So what I was really looking for was for price to visit that one more time before we actually made that move down to sweep these lows that we had marked out on the daily charts. If we scroll on over on the 30-minute chart as well, way over, that's where we're getting most of our draws from, right down here, like these kind of lows over here. So yeah, this is where we're trying to get most of our levels, most of our draws for the sell side liquidity for today that we would probably price wanted to take out overall. So we'll kind of hop back over here now, and then we'll scale down to the 5-minute, and then we'll take a look at my actual entry. So here we are, market opens right here. We actually moved to the upside as I was hoping we were going to do, so that we could tap perfectly into this 30-minute fair value gap, just like I wanted us to. Look at this perfect rejection, guys. We are right up in that fair value gap and we're rejecting off that. So I was actually on a phone call today and I didn't grab my optimal entry. My optimal entry today would have been right here on this candle closure, on this 5-minute bearish candle closure. I missed it. I was a little preoccupied. I got entered and filled right away after that on the second candle on its body right here. The reason I entered this trade, we formed a 5-minute bullish fair value gap. Okay, we marked that out, came up, touched, reject off our 30-minute bearish fair value gap. Once we are confirming movement to the downside by closing below the 5-minute bullish fair value gap, we are disrespecting bullish order flow. So from there, now we're just looking to come and sweep out these lows that we had marked out on the daily and the 30-minute. So all we did, entered the trade here. We originally had stops above these highs. And then I was kind of advised by some of my buddies in the Discord to maybe move stops to above the 5-minute fair value gap. So that's what we ended up doing. So we had stops right above this 5-minute fair value gap here. Yeah, I mean, we saw a great movement literally right after this. We were in this trade for probably 20 minutes, not even 15 minutes. Nice, clean 3.5 RR trade. Okay, if you guys watched yesterday's video, I made the same mistake again today. I took out 2 contracts at 1-to-1 right at this first draw. That's what I always do. So I was in for 3 micro contracts today. We took 2 contracts out at first TP, and we left the runner run all the way down to the 3.5 R, right? So what we could have done differently again today, I obviously didn't learn my lesson. We had these lows marked out down here. We could let runners run even more. We literally could have taken out 1 contract at TP1, 1 contract at TP2, and let that final contract just run down to our final TP, which would have been this low that we had marked out. We came down, ended up sweeping that bottom low that I had marked out, and yeah, just textbook trade, really. I mean, this is the model, guys. This is the sell model, same entry that we always are looking for. We ended up, after hitting TP1, we moved stops to break even, and from there on out, we just kind of, just went on with the rest of our day and watched the trade play out. But it didn't take long. I mean, we were literally out of this trade within 15-20 minutes. Nice little 3.5 RR. We made approximately $683 today. So yeah, that's about it for the trade recap. But still, got to follow my own advice and let runners run. But I mean, I guess we'll really focus on that next week. Open on Monday. Today was Friday, March 7th. So that is today's trade recap. So see you guys.